So, Coalescence is a newly released top 50 extreme that was verified by the player Amplitron in over 60,000 attempts. So, GG to him on doing that, but, you know, I'm just gonna go straight into this review. So, first off, I want to really emphasize how cool of a concept this level is. What this level does is it basically mashes two different levels into one. So, the level has parts that are inspired from the level Fog, and it also has parts that are inspired from the level Shimmer. And these parts were all made by the creators of Fog and Shimmer, with Amplitron himself being the creator behind Shimmer. And each of these parts were just made to improve on the original level, while still being a step up in difficulty from Fog and Shimmer. And honestly, this idea, this mashup of levels, is just so cool and unique, and it's just so much better than just remaking the levels separately. Also, I really appreciate how this level just gets right into it, and from the first second you're pretty much thrusted into the drop, so you don't have to play any boring pre-drop, you just get straight to the cool gameplay, which is just really cool. And speaking of the gameplay, one thing we need to talk about in this level is its ending. This level pulls a limbo by having a really hard, unique ending memory that I'm not going to try and explain it in this short review, but I mean, the video on screen posted on Amplitron's channel explains all of it, so if you are interested on how this ending actually works, go watch that video after this. But all you really need to know for this review is, if you like memory gameplay that's really out of the box and unique, you are going to love this level, and if you don't and you really dislike memory, this is probably going to be the bane of your existence trying to get past this ending. Now, as for the decoration, I think it is the weakest point in the level. Now, I don't think the decoration is bad, far from it. I think a lot of parts look good, but the problem is, I just think there's too much of a range in deco quality from part to part. For example, this fog part is, for one, a really good looking part, but it also just feels like an updated, more detailed version of the original fog, which is really good. It is basically just improving on the original level in this level, which is what the level's supposed to be doing, and I appreciate it for that. However, stuff like this part in Shimmer's section of the level, in my opinion, is like a downgrade to the original Shimmer. I just think these blocks don't really look well with the small structuring, and the part would have looked better if the structures were just bigger, or if they still wanted to have these small structures, just change the decoration blocks inside of them. This might just be a personal thing that I don't really like the look of this part, but it's still gonna affect my review, obviously, because this is a biased review. And also, another thing that I'm on the fence about is this background. I can see what they were trying to do with it, but I think the background got so enlarged to the point where it's just too low quality looking. I might be wrong, this is a scaling issue, but at least in my opinion, the more fuzzy background just doesn't match with this very clean, neon looking rest of the part. Now, one last small thing I want to say is I love the references in this Shimmer part, like the Jump Shash logo, the mod that should not be named, and the whole load of others that are in this part. Now, I already know this concept was already done in Shimmer, but I mean, there is just more references now, so again, it's an improved version of the original level, which is what the level is aiming to do. I just want to point it out because stuff like this gives levels so much more to remember them for, and I love it. As for my rating, I'll probably give this level a high 6 out of 10, maybe like a 6.8 out of 10, because for me, I feel like this is like a 6 out of 10 level with just a 10 out of 10 concept that I just have to give more points for. And if you still think I gave this level too low of a score, then I will give you one more thing, and that's that I will remember this level much better than some levels that I have given a higher rating to, which shows how having a unique premise can really affect how people view your level. And like I've said in loads of other reviews, I mean, having a level that is memorable and having memorable parts and a memorable concept is infinitely better than having a level that's just good decoration that's forgettable. And I praise the team that made Coalescence for doing that with this level. Anyways, that's all for today's review. Thanks for watching all the way here, and I know this is shorter than my other reviews, but I want to start reviewing every single level that is about to get put in the top 150, and this level was the one to start with. So yeah, Thanks for watching again, and I will see you all in the next top 150 level review. Peace.